Well, it wasn't that long ago when everyone was talking about how surprising it was to see Donald Cerrone on a 2-fight losing streak for the first time in his career. Fast forward to current day, he's now lost 4 of his past 5 after suffering a unanimous decision loss to Leon Edwards in the UFC Fight Night 132 headliner. For Cerrone, not outclassed by any means in this fight, not dominated, nothing like that, and even the result, the competitiveness of the fight, the fact that he made a 3-2 fight on the scorecard is all more impressive by the fact that he was very, very close to pulling out of this fight just hours before this event in Singapore began. Cerrone apparently was very ill in his hotel room, vomiting, all those kinds of unpleasant things, and he was very close to calling UFC President Dana White to tell him he could not do it. Rolled out of bed a couple hours before the event, went to the arena, and ended up going 5 hard rounds, 5 rounds for the first time since 2009. So for Cerrone, that's an accomplishment, that's something to be proud of in and of itself. And for him, yes, the loss I'm sure stings. He doesn't want to fly all the way back to America with half his paycheck, with a nasty cut above his eye, but that's how it goes sometimes in this game. And for Cerrone, he is still very much an exciting fighter, a relevant player in the welterweight division, someone that I personally would love to see continue fighting going forward. The reaction to this loss was kind of weird. You see some people saying Cerrone is over the hill, he should retire, he should go to Bellator, which is insane to me, all those things. Right now, I don't think any of those are necessary, or we don't need to be that drastic with the state of Cerrone's career. Look at the guys he's lost to. He's lost to only the best in the world, basically. You know, look at just all those names of the competition he's faced and how he's done. Really, if you look at the losses, he wasn't really favored to win any of those fights. So really, are the fact that he lost to any of those opponents really surprising? The Robbie Lawlers of the world, Jorge Masvidal, Darren Till, etc., etc. Cerrone made it very clear after this fight he is not going anywhere anytime soon. He put a 5-year cap, or possibly longer, on his career. And at 35, that could take him to 40 years old competing, and who knows how many UFC fights he could reach 50 by that point if he continues to keep up his pace. A little bit of time off after this one for sure is necessary and will be required. I mean, he is flying home and his wife is giving birth to his first child, a boy, and for him that's probably going to take up a little bit of his time going forward, but probably a good thing. He's able to recover, think about this loss, rest up, and kind of figure out what's next for him. But by no means is Cerrone going anywhere. No, by no means should he take a huge jump down in competition or anything like that. Maybe just be a little more careful about the matchups he picks going forward. I'd like to see him fight someone like a Gunnar Nelson. Kind of look down the list of Cerrone fights over the past few years. It's primarily strikers, pretty much all strikers. There's not too many opponents there that you say, obviously, this guy will want to fight him on the ground. He needs to take it to the ground in order to win. Gunnar Nelson, probably that guy. Of course, take nothing away from Gunnar Nelson's stand-up. He's got that good karate style and everything, but I do think his best path to victory would be on the ground against Donald Cerrone. So Cerrone, obviously disappointing loss going all the way over to Singapore, not getting it done, but I don't think, again, that his situation is as dire or as drastic as some people are making it out to be. So Cerrone, he will come back, he will be in the octagon, I'm sure, much sooner rather than later, and Gunnar Nelson is someone I'd like to see him fight, but as we know, Cowboy, he will fight literally anyone that they ask him to fight or put in front of him. So many more Donald Cerrone fights to come ahead after UFC Fight Night 132.